Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm so sorry I've been so gone. um, it's late actually. Um, but I've been working so hard to try and catch up. I've been sick, so I had to get better so that I could video and work on my journals. I am currently working on a comfort journal for a friend whose mom passed away. If you're new to my channel, you may not have heard. But anyway, so I decided that I was going to really rush it and get it done for the weekend so I could mail it out on Monday. But one, I got sick, and two, I decided to take my time. I can't rush journals. I just can't. It doesn't work. So I wanted to show you what I'm working on. And I thought, you know what? I might as well bring you along like I do most journals. So I have some ideas for this journal. I've put some signatures together. It is a tall, skinny journal. I am using Raindrop Lilas for the most part. I'm using her Angel kit. It's a huge kit. It's a beautiful kit, and it can be used for any reason, any season, any occasion. It's just perfect. So I thought what I would do is show you what I've put together so far, and then show you what I'm going to do next because it has to dry. So anyway, let me just start with, I've got a whole folder of things I've collected. I have made one piece that I want to put in. This is fun. I have a whole bunch of postcards and, you know, holy cards and just tons of things. But this is from her, it's not the Angel kit. It's from Rosie. And what I did was I embossed it, and I love the way it came out. So I am going to cover the back with some tea stain paper because it just looks so fabulous. I just love the way it came out. You would never know that that wasn't a real postcard, you know. And I also embossed the envelope that it will be going into. And then at the corner of one of her pages, and I don't remember which one. Oh, no, this is a photo I had. And it's angels and nuns, and it looks like choir boys maybe walking down some stairs. So I'm going to use that as well. This is a photo. So I'm going to put that in somewhere. And then I have all kinds of holy cards and postcards and things like that. Her favorite color is red and yellow. So I have pulled out a lot of my holy cards, like a lot of my holy cards and postcards that I've had there. A lot of them are antique, very fragile. It's like, oh no. So, and then I've printed a lot of her ephemera. I've pulled out some doilies and some time cards, you know, just stuff like that. So what I thought I'd do is go through the signatures and show you those, and then show you what I'm going to do, because I like to do this and have it on hand, and I'm out of it. So it really decorates your pages up nice, and if you have it on hand, then you have it on hand. So anyway, what's the first signature? Is it this one? No, it's this one. Okay, so this is just some parchment paper. I'll put this aside for now. And I'm a little bit off because I have so many other things going on. But, oh, I see a glare. Let me move this and this. Well, actually, if I do this, you won't see a glare. There we go. So, anyway, so her favorite color is red. And, oh, I have other journals going on as well. But I had to sidestep so that I could do this. So you'll be seeing like this and another journal and more papers and another journal and all kinds of things. So anyway, I decided that I would do the angel and make it my design team project for January. But I think she's really going to love it. This is the first page. If I come across a page that is not Raindrop Lila, I will let you know. So it's a beautiful kit. This is Ruby and Pearl, but it's an angel, and I love it. This is just lace tea stain paper, and then this is just a vintage. It came with some paper from Rosie Creations, so I put that in there. And then everything else you see is, like I said, her favorite color is red and yellow, so I use part of the, I think it's the romantic towel kit. I'll leave it in the description box below. But isn't that beautiful? And I love how this is a background kit. I mean a background page. So you have this page, and then you flip it, and then you print this page, so it looks like it's coming through the page. I love how she ghosts her pages. I love how she does that. I don't even know any other designer that does that, but I just love it. This is a book page from Rosie Creations. And then this is a bookend paper. And another angel page. Oh, let's see. Yeah, oh no, that's book page. And this is just Ruby and Pearl. Not Ruby and Pearl. Raindrop Lila. Ruby and Pearl. This is the angel kit. This is Ruby and Pearl. And then some lace paper on the back. And then some tea stain paper. I have some more tea stain paper I have to put in. I just have to make it. Well, it's drying. I made it. And then the back sides of everything. This is angels, the angel image. Beautiful kit. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kit. And this is the other side of that end paper that came with some book pages that I got from Rachel. And then that's that ghost page. And as you can see, I haven't added any ephemera or anything yet. It was hard enough just to do all the pages because I've had to print 3 kits in the past 2 days. So I have a lot of work to do. And that's just that page, and then some tea stain paper, and then, yeah, that's the back side of, I think, Ruby and Pearl. Yes. And then this is Raindroplila. And then I just love these 2 images. I mean, I love them all, but they're just gorgeous. And then that's just the parchment paper. I always put a piece of parchment paper on the first pages. This may be 3 signatures because I have so much. I'm going to start using my paper this year, my book pages and things I've gotten from Rachel, things I've gotten from Jacqueline at Souvenir de la France. My friend Marguerite, she is from Portugal. And then Marcita she's from France. I have some papers of hers. And then I'm looking everywhere. Barbara, my friend, sent me some angel, I think they're Easter postcards from the 1800s. And I posted them on my Facebook group. And I thought I'd put them right back up on my shelf, and the envelope's empty. So, I don't know. My husband's been, you know, he was looking at them as well. Are these them? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, those are Christmas cards. I've had so many gifts, and I just really appreciate it so much. I mean, people have been so generous, and I really appreciate it. Someday I'll do what I got for Christmas. Okay, so then here is another page, which I absolutely love. And then here is the It's in Rome. Anyway, when I was doing theater costuming for a theater, it was a Christian theater, and they had one of these built, and it looks exactly the same. It's beautiful. So, and it's got yellows in it, so that's good. And she likes blue too, so. Another red. And I'll probably use a lot of Rosie red. I think it's Rosie red. I'm pretty sure. And then this just flips out because I have something I'm going to do with that. Isn't it gorgeous? It's just beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Another book end page. Another book page from Rachel. Another flip out. This is what I was talking about. This is a dictionary page, well, obviously, but it's not a real dictionary page. It's actually a printable, and I printed it on a very cream colored resume paper to make it look more authentic. It's very nice paper. It's cotton, so I really, really like it a lot. I don't use it a lot, but for this, I did. And it has angeling, you know, all about, you know, angel, what the meaning is of angel. And then on this side, it has heaven, heavenly. There's a lot of Hebrew and things like that. So I just thought that was wonderful. So I love that page. And then this page is from the Angel Kit, but this page is the ghost page to the, I think it's the Tall Romantic, pretty sure. That's like the ghost page. There's another page that has it, you know, darker. And that's the other side. Isn't she gorgeous? And then this flips as well, but it's different than the other one. What page? Isn't she gorgeous? She's so pretty. And then a ghost page of the red, and that's on the other side. So this is one page in the kit, and then you can flip it and print this on the opposite side, and it looks like you can see through it, but you can't. It's more tea stand paper. And here's that page complete. It's just gorgeous. And then there's the back of that one, and then the paper. So what I'm going to do, because I need to decorate it and I need to have some things to add some more color. Like I said, I did pull out some scripture cards of the Rosie Red collection, which are beautiful. They're actually right here, so I'll pull them out and show you in case you want to do this kit and you want to add some red and some scripture cards. Like this says, he must increase, but I must decrease. That's from John 3:30, I think. Yes. And then commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. But I think it goes really well with the kit. So I printed the smaller cards. I'm going to try the bigger cards and see if they will fit inside. I don't know if they'll be too wide, but I did print the smaller ones as well. I just think she'll like the smaller ones. And then let's see. The rest is just ephemera that not ephemera, but pieces I've cut that I have some holy cards that I might use that are printables. Here's some ephemera that I'll be using. This is from the Angel Kit, and it's just lovely. So I just haven't cut it up yet because I'm so stretched. But I won't be. I'll catch up. Now that I'm feeling better, I'll catch up. So, again, this is Raindrop Lila, and it will be my design team project for January, which I think works out perfectly. So, what am I going to do here? Well, I've got a stencil, and I am going to put some of the spackle on it. And what I do is I let it dry, and then I slice it, and then I can add it because I put it on the back of the Avery's 8.5 by 11 sticker paper, and it really looks very nice. This is from the Rosie Red collection. So I'll show you. I do have a few more pieces of the one that I did before, but I don't have it right with me. It's in a container. I mean, it's in a plastic snap thing because I don't want it to fall off. So, so yes, where am I? I think I'll be able to do two things with you. If I can find, oh, spackle. I keep it in this. This says gesso, but it's not. I keep it in this because the tub is so big. It's too big to keep, you know, to even bring on my desk. I have a very small desk. That's not going to fit. So I'm just going to take a ruler so I can fit it in here, and then I'll spread it with the card. But I think I'm going to need some more. I am. This is like really empty. Really empty. And if you ever want to color your spackle, all you have to use is a re-ink, and it will color it for you. So I'll be coloring it and showing you, because I'll be coloring it to put on other pages. But this I like to have handy just to decorate my pages with, or pockets, or what have you. I'm sorry, I have to bring out the large one. This is just spackling compound. It's lightweight. It dries really fast. And it doesn't shrink, which is really nice. So once you put it on, it's on. It doesn't like, it stays nice. So I'm just going to, well, actually, I could have used that credit card now. So I'm just going to take some, and I'm just going to spread it on there. And I think I'll be able to use the credit card now instead of this roller. I usually take it out with this, and then you know, move it around with my it's just a gift card, plastic gift card, or it's actually coated cardboard, I think. But I use it to do my my tags. So I'm just running this. You can pick any stencil. I just use the bigger one because it's, you know, a large area that I'm covering. But you can use any stencil. It doesn't matter. You're just getting a pattern and pushing some of the color behind. But I'm going more for the pattern than I am for anything. I'm just going to leave it where it is. So it's not real straight. There we go. Is that straight? Looks straight. So you just do this. It's so simple. And you could do this on tea stain paper as well. You just have to glue it down. You know, that's why I do it on the sticky paper, because then I just peel it off and stick it down wherever I want to, either on a pocket or even on, you know, right onto tea stain paper, or a tag. You know, it's just to decorate up your things. I don't know. It's just an idea I came up with a while ago, and I really liked it, so I thought I'd share. I mean, somebody may have already done this. I'm not saying I came up with the idea. I'm sure I didn't. And you could ink this as well, you know, after it dries. Well, I don't know what you'd ink it with, because you don't want to get this back all wet once it dries, because it will just re-wet it. So you want to keep it dry. So I'm just going to bring this up here, because I have a lot down there. I'll bring this up here. It's really simple. It's actually pretty soothing. It's like frosting a cake. And like I said, if you wanted it a different color, just use your re-ink. You know, if you want red or blue, or I like to use the pink re-ink. I can't remember what color it is, but it stays pink. I actually gifted somebody a journal, and it stayed pink. So, and if you have won something on my channel and you have not received it yet, it's because I haven't received your address. So there's a few of you who I still haven't received an address, either private message or excuse me, either private message or anywhere. Instagram is my best place to leave your address. And I have been trying so hard to keep up with my comments when I feel up to it. I was able to watch a few videos today, so that was good, because, you know, I have a lot of friends that do videos, and I like to keep up with them, you know. And some of you follow me, and I like to follow you as well. Oh, I have a new well, I don't know how new she is, but she's really good, and she does this sort of thing. And I think it's pots of paint. Her name is June, I'm pretty sure. I know she's British, I think, yes. But she does some beautiful work. I've been following her. So thank you for leaving that information. You know, always, if you have a YouTube channel and you're new to my channel, I always tell people, please, please leave, you know, a comment as to, you know, if you are a YouTube subscriber, if you have a YouTube, leave it in the description box below so I can follow you and we can get to know each other better. Peggy, I'm really missing you. I hope all is well. I'll try and send you a private message. Denise and Sherry, thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. And Celeste, I really hope it's not snowing anymore. We are having horrific weather, and you are going to get tons of rain on top of your 20 inches of snow. I'm so sorry. I'm not laughing at you. But we have a tornado warning in effect until 1 a.m. If you could see it outside, you would die. Well, my husband said, he's at work right now, but he said, why are you so concerned? You lived through a Category 5 hurricane with 145 to 170 mile an hour winds for 9 hours. I said, I know, but tornadoes are worse. You don't know they're coming. Okay, I think that's enough. So now what I'm going to do is just put a little bit there. I think I covered the stencil. Now I can't even tell. And then I just put this in the sink and it washes right off. Same thing with my card. It washes right off. And you could do this with modeling paste, crackle paste. I'm out of crackle paste. The crackle paste really looks nice, but I'm out of it. Especially if you use it for, you know, if you are going to ink, you know, just like spray inks or stuff like that. But I don't typically do that. I'd like to try maybe this year. So I'll just put this here for now. And I'm going to lift this up and show you how pretty it is. And now you've got something. I'm going to just put this over here on my towel. I have it damp. Well, it's wet and it's on some parchment paper. So I'm going to put it upside down on the towel so it stays wet. So it's easy to come off. So now I just let it dry, but I'll use my heat gun if you don't mind the noise. And I'll slice it up so you can see what it looks like, and I'll put a piece down in my journal so you can see what that looks like, okay? All right, how do I turn this down so that you don't... I'm afraid to touch the camera because I'm afraid that, you know what? I'll move it over here so you don't have the noise. But I'm just drying, you know, typically I would just let it dry itself, but for the sake of video, I'll dry it with the heat gun. I've never used the heat gun before on spackle, but I'm assuming that it will work. And like I said, it dries pretty quickly. And I'm not holding it right near it. I'm kind of holding it away from it. But I don't want to run it through my cutter unless it's dry, because that's silly. But it really does add a little bit more to your journal than just the paper. And you can, by all means, put a piece of paper down and spackle it, but this just gives you an opportunity to have it on the ready, if that makes sense. And it makes a great decoration in your journal. And you could use this for just so many things. This 8.5 by 11 paper, I, you know, print my fabric with it. You know, I just peel it and place my fabric on it, iron my fabric first, and then I place my fabric on it, making sure it's, you know, nice and secure. And then run it through my printer and print my fabric and, you know, what have you. So it's really good paper to have on hand. So it's pretty dry. Well, it's still a little damp, but I think I can show you. I think I can cut it. I don't see why not. Trying to think. Why don't I show you, what time is it? 23? I think I'll show you something else I thought about. And if I have it, I have some double-sided tape here. And this is another way you can decorate your papers. Okay, so let me just get a piece of book page. Old book page, because I hoarded it and it got very crispy. But if that ever happens to you and you want to use it in your journal, just put a piece of masking tape on it and it will hold fine. Okay? I think I'll use, it doesn't really matter. I have a ton of it. So I'll just use this. So what you want to do is, for this, you will need, I wasn't planning on doing this because I didn't think I'd have time, but I do have time. For this, you need, where are my flakes? Maybe I have enough. Oh dear. Okay. I think I have enough to do this because I did some before. Where is it? So I'm just going to take this book page, and I think I have enough gold flakes to do it. I have some in a bowl right here. I was using them earlier. And this is just like a page of gold leaf, which was not expensive. I've got like 300 sheets. I'll never use it all. Oops. Probably on my desk, actually. I don't see it. But anyway, I have enough to show you. So all you're going to do is you're going to take some tape, however much you want. And you could make up a whole bunch of these and, you know, put them down on paper and then just glue them. Or if you wanted, you could put it right in your journal right away. So I'll just cut this here. And then what I'm going to do is try and get as many flakes as I can because there aren't a lot left. But, you know, this stuff goes pretty far and wide. So you're putting this on the sticky side of your double-sided sticky tape. Gosh, I don't know what I'll call this video. Decorating my new journal. I don't know. So I'm just kind of getting whatever is left. And you just put some gold flakes on there. It looks really pretty when you're done. And there's one other thing I can show you too that's really neat. So, if I have some dried flowers here, which I think I do. Okay, so that's about all that I'm going to get out of there. So you just put some gold flakes on there like this. I did this at Christmas time, but I never videoed it. Like I never showed anybody. So, well, it was in my journal. You probably just didn't see it. Now I'm just going to take my tape, but I'm going to leave my thumb at the very bottom because I want to be able to pull up the paper. I don't want to pull up the paper, I want to pull up the words. So I'm just going to put this down here, like so. And I've got my thumb here, because if you don't, you're going to lift this and your tape will stay on your paper. And you don't want to do that. And just rub it down till it sticks. And then just peel those words off. Now what I'm going to do is where my thumb was, I'm just going to there. Isn't that pretty? So now what you can do is, I will find a place in my journal. Well, I'll just show you because I don't know where I want to put it. I'll show you on a piece of white paper. Of course, I don't have a piece of white paper. I'll show you that next. I do have white paper, but it's over there. Okay. So now what you want to do is you want to peel this off, and I'm going to use a pin because it's hard for me to unpeel it. I don't know why. It always is. So I'll just use a pin. And then what I'm going to do is unpeel it like so. And it really looks nice in a book page. Oops. Actually, what I think I might do is leave that for a minute because I might put it in my page. So we'll just leave it like that for now. Okay. So that's how it looks. And you can trim it too if by chance you know, it gets above, or you can just kind of, you know, fold it back like that. Okay, so that's the first thing. And then if I have an image that I think might come off, if you're going to do this next one, you have to have an image that you put on, I'm just waiting for this to dry so I can show you. If you're going to use an image, you have to use one that you put on like regular copy paper. I have a couple of right here. So this is just regular copy paper, okay? A lot of times what I'll do is I will print things and then, you know, for size, but I'll do it on regular copy paper on plain, you know, print so that, you know. So what I'm going to do with this is I'll use this one because it looks wide enough to get most of him in. So I'm just going to give this a snip. Cut it straight. I'm not going to put him in my journal, but I'll show it to you. So you take your tape and get as much as the image as you can. And I want to get his face for sure. I don't mind if I don't get his whole hat, but I definitely want to get his whole face. Remember to keep your thumb here. And I got a little bit of the gold on the other side of the tape, so it doesn't matter. So for this, I typically will use my bone folder. Just lightly, because you want to get the image, not the paper. Okay? And then you're just going to, oh, I got the paper. You're going to lift it up like so, and you have the image. See? And I'll just trim that up in a minute. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of this sticky and I'm going to put it on my book page so that you know, nothing's sticky. There. So now I have that one. And then the next one I'm going to do is with some dried flowers. These are from my garden, June of 2022. So most of them are just weeds. I'll just use this one so that we're not fumbling around with leaves and things. Maybe I'll put this in as well. This is like Queen Anne's lace, I think. And I just leave them on a piece of cardstock with some packaging over it. And this is just an old Hallmark envelope. And then I'll put them back in my drawer when I'm done. But I was going to use these this afternoon and just didn't get around to it. So what I'm going to do with this is get some tweezers first, because I'm not very good at handling anything with sticky. So I'm going to take this, make sure it's long enough, which it is. You can always make it shorter. You just can't make it longer. And you can clean your scissors if they get sticky with hand sanitizer. It works really well. I've been cleaning my brushes too lately. So turn your sticky tape over and hold it. And then you're going to take your flour, your dried flour, or weed in my case. I actually got these on the side of the road on my way to my daughter's. Oh no, don't do that. See? I got these on the side of the road when I went to my daughter's in Vermont last summer. And pressed them in a little press I made out of postcards and some napkins that I would get at fast food restaurants, you know, like at Starbucks and things like that. So I'm going to put that flower down like this and tap it so that I know it's stuck down there. It sticks pretty fast. And I think I'll use this one too. This is just a piece of Queen Anne's lace. I love drying flowers and pressing flowers. I actually have a book I'm going to show you. It's from the 1960s. It's from Jerusalem. And the gentleman who created it, it's a wooden cover, both front and back. And then each page is a page of something in Jerusalem or Israel. And then there's a piece of paper, like parchment paper, in between each page because they're, you know, pictures of different places in Jerusalem. I don't think it matters. I'm going to put that right here. And so what he did was he did the most gorgeous artwork with flowers and leaves that I've ever seen in my life. And it is all still in very good condition. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and put it on my book page, like so. Hold your thumb at the bottom and press it down. Now with the flower, you have to really press around like the leaf and the stem because it doesn't want to pull up the paper. So just really press it down. And make sure you keep your thumb there, otherwise you're going to lift it up and the tape's going to come with it. The paper, you know what I mean, and leave the tape. And you don't want to do that. I've done it. It's a pain. Oh. See, it doesn't really like to go around that flower, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. That worked. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is find another place, and I'm just going to really rub it around that stem and flower, so maybe some of the book page will get on there, on that sticky part, which doesn't really matter, but there. Isn't that pretty? And it looks so pretty in a journal. Okay, that didn't stick down very well. Let me just get my bone folder. There, that's better. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so pretty. So now what I'm going to do is probably cut it here. It didn't cut very straight, Cheryl. I'll cut it there. And I'll probably cut it here. Okay, I'm definitely going to put this in my journal because I love it. So, if you're going to put it in your journal, now see this, when I take the tape off, I'll show you. Let me take it off. Where's my pen? It's a little bit ghosty. Well, it depends. If you get it isn't that cool? And I love the paper, you know, the book page underneath, because I don't know, it just looks, to me it looks really cool. So I like adding the book page or music page or something like that. So it gets stuck down now. like so. But before I stick it down, I'm going to stick it here because I want this. Now, when I stick this down in a journal, this is what it will look like. And it's kind of ghosty because I still have paper on there, but I have something that will fix that. And you can do it with any of your, you know, any of it. Okay, so whatever image you use, you don't have to use a person. You could use a flower, you could use anything. So this doesn't have anything on it. It's just, you know, the paper. And I could peel it off and stick it down. Same thing with this, peel it off and stick it down. But for this one, if you take a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of Vaseline, just a tiny bit, I'm like right on the edge and I have very little bit on my finger. And you do this. And that's why I put it on here first, because I don't want to get any Vaseline. And I should have left it on the tape. But that's all right. I didn't. But you could glue it down. But I want to show you what it will look like if you did put it on, you know, book page. You can see right through the book page. See his face coming through now? It would look better if it was on white paper. I might be able to get it on, oh, well, probably not. This, I got a little bit too much paper on it. That's the first time that's happened. But see his eyes and everything, you can see right through the paper. So you just put a little bit of Vaseline on it before you put it in your journal, obviously, because you wouldn't want to get Vaseline on your journal. Now let me see if I can lift this. Probably not, but I'll see. Because it would look much better on white paper. It is coming up, but it's not going to be very sticky. I'll have to glue it. I shouldn't have taken it off the white paper first. So now you can put it, you know, on your paper like this if you wanted to. And doesn't that look cool? But it took the tape off because I took the backing off first, which I shouldn't have done. And there's no residue. None. There is on my fingers a little bit, but there's nothing on the paper. So you've got a little bit of Vaseline, and now there's no ghost. You know, on either side, you could put it down on either side. Put it down on this side, which is where I put the Vaseline. And then the other side is where the sticky stayed. This is sticky here. So then you could just, let's see, what can I put it on that you'll be able to see through it? I'll put it here, just so you can see the effect. Okay, so I'll just put some, oh, I got my Scotch Create. It's not coming yet, but Amazon has it, which is awesome. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here. Just, you know, glue stick. Where that sticky tape was anyway. And I'm just going to glue it down so you can see. I wouldn't put it here, but I want you to be able to see that you can see right through it. I wouldn't do that because it makes his face look kind of funny. put it up there where the hat is. There's some blue flowers up there. And there's no Vaseline or anything on it. See? Pretty, right? So now what I'm going to do is get my journal. For this, I think I'm just going to stick it down onto a page in my journal, if I have it. Since I made it, I might as well stick it down and show you what it looks like. I mean, I could stick it down on here and then glue it onto the page when I'm ready. So you could do a whole bunch of these, right? Stick it down on this and then just cut it and glue, glue it just like I did. But what you do is you'd unstick it like this, and you would glue it right down to your page, which is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put any Vaseline on it because I like the way it looks. The silver, the gold, I really like the way it looks, but I'll show you the way it looks when you put some Vaseline on it. It really makes a difference. Why am I waiting? You know I can't do this, Cheryl. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I can't do this. And it's just double-sided tape. People tear it right off. So now I'm going to tear this off. Like so. This would look nice in a botanical journal. Pretty, right? Isn't that gorgeous? It's just gorgeous. Listen to me. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I am going to put this, where? I'll just put it here. Well, I'm going to put it right here. Just so you can see what it looks like. It's like a little snippet almost, Now it's stuck down and it's not going anywhere. And it looks really pretty in your journal. See? Isn't that nice? I really like it a lot. So I'll put this back in. And what I will do, now this is going to look exactly the same when I take the tape off. But I think I might put some Vaseline on it just to show you what it would look like without the Vaseline. So you can just put it down, in your journal. So make up a bunch of them and then just put it down in your journal. But I want to show you how pretty it looks when you put some Vaseline on it. So I'm going to tear it off. There's some gold flecks in there. And you don't have to put the Vaseline on because it looks so beautiful without it. I probably won't use the Vaseline on it. I don't need to. It looks beautiful just the way it is. I won't put any on it. I don't need it. So now what you can do is just do a bunch of different, things, images, flowers, what have you. It's not going anywhere. It's there. It's never coming off. And then you could just cut it, put it on copy paper. Don't put it on your good paper. You could cut this and add it anywhere in your journal. So you could do a whole page of images and book page and, use the little gold flakes or what have you. And you've got a really nice piece of decoration for your journal. And I'll use this somewhere. I just don't know where. And I'm not one to just say, okay, I'll put it here. my friend Rach at Roxy Creations. She's so daring. But that's it. Isn't it pretty? I love it. It's upside down. Okay, so that's that one. And then I'm ready to cut up this because it's dry. And I'll show you how I put it down in my journal and we'll be done. So this has no Vaseline on it. I don't know what I did with the little boy. It doesn't matter. Put my tweezers away. Put my pins away. Here we go. And you don't need a lot of Vaseline, just a little bit. What did I do with my little boy? Doesn't matter. But that flower looks so pretty, doesn't it? It just adds just enough. It's like a little snippet, but it's just enough. And you know, I could put something else on there. I don't know. So I'll put that over there. Get out my handy dandy. Move this. I just love these strips. These paper strips. I can get it up. There we go. So now all I'm going to do is just cut where my spackle is and try and get it straight. So there's one piece. And you could spackle more on the edge if you wanted. Just want to get it even. There's another piece. It's still a little wet. I'm not going to cut down the middle of that. I will, but I'm not going to cut it now because it is still a little damp. So I'm going to go all the way over to here. I'm not going to cut that yet because it's still wet. And now you have some really pretty, maybe. I need a new blade. Put in a new blade. I just want to cut this tape so it doesn't, there we go. So isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I think I'll cut this down a little bit because I'm going to put this piece in my journal. But I'm not going to throw this away because I could use it for something. And then, like I said, when these are a little damp, this is definitely damp. So I'll leave that to dry, but that's how pretty it looks. Isn't it pretty? It just gives it a little bit more texture. And these pieces look very pretty. This is a real pretty piece as well. Isn't that pretty? So now I have it. So if I want to use it, and I'll do it in different colors depending on what I'm working on. If I don't have any red and I'm working on red, or if I don't have any pink, you know, and I'm working on pink, I'll do a background of that color or, you know, similar colors. So let me get my other signature and I will let you go. I don't want anything to fall out. And I will put my other signature back in so it doesn't get lost. And of course my very old prayer cards and postcards. Oh, here he is, our little boy. So there's the gold one if I wanted to put it on here. me just put these away so I don't lose them. Thank you. Okay, so now I'll just take the signature. I'll see. Oh, that was my mouse. Okay, so let's see. I think I'll put it here. So I obviously don't need the whole thing, so I'll cut it. You know, I don't need the whole strip, which is nice because I have more. Just making sure it's like, that looks good. So I'm just going to cut it here. Usually I use a pencil, but you'll make fun of me. I'm going to take this out so I have it straight and I have it even. Oh, for love. Okay. So I just cut that off. This still has the sticky on it, so it's great. Just put this aside. I always take my signatures out when I work on them. That's why I don't tie them in yet. So now I'm just going to find where I can peel it. So I'll start down here. Look at it, came through the tape, the ink. You can see it turned it a little bit red from the printer. But that's because it was just printed before I came on. And then I'm just going to lift this up and bring it down. It's not going straight, is it? Yes, there we go. I'm not going to rub it or anything yet because like I said, it's still a little damp. I don't want to flatten it. So leave it, you know, a couple of hours and let it dry good. Just like you would any spackle. It takes a little bit longer on the printed paper to dry. But I'll show you the difference it makes in your journal. It really does. I mean, it's just a little added something, you know. And I have no idea where that went. I really don't. It didn't go there. I think it went here. But it just adds to that little piece of book page so nicely, doesn't it? Looks so pretty. And it's just spackle and printed paper on sticker paper. And I have a whole bunch more that I can add throughout the journal to make it cohesive, if that makes sense. Okay, and I'll add some spackle on this side and this side, likely, you know, part of this, so that I can still get more on there. And I'll add probably a little bit more on that as well, just not to waste it. But that's it. So we have our little pieces gold, you know, that we can put anywhere as well, especially on, you know, on tea stain paper, you know, or something you make out of tea stain paper. It would look really nice. And I don't know if you can see the gold flecks, but it looks really pretty on the paper. And I didn't put any Vaseline or anything on that. And then here he is. See? No Vaseline. He's perfectly dry. Pretty cool. Okay, that's it for today's video. Again, this is the Angel Kit from Raindrop Lila with a few pages from Ruby and Pearl. I'll leave it in the description box below like I always do. And this is what we did tonight. So we spackled some sticky paper. And we put some gold flecks and paper on our sticker paper. You don't have to do the gold flecks. You can just do the paper and then, you know, take it off, and then you just have the book page to put on, you know, paper. But I just thought the gold flecks looked nice. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoyed visiting with you. I hope that you all stay well. I cannot believe I went over an hour. I'm so sorry. Anyway, take care, be well, be safe, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.